Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the Billy Show. I'm your host, Namaj. Just back at it with another one, episode 10. We're going to try to be more consistent, man. See what we do. Hey, but today will not be a sports show episode. It will be, I got to talk about last night's game just a little bit between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. But we're going to move a little bit in a different direction today. But first, okay, Aaron Rodgers goes down with an apparent Achilles injury in the first quarter. If y'all recall, if y'all watched yesterday, I said the Jets will be a disaster. And Achilles usually takes a year. It's about a year recovery. He's done. He's 38 years old. He's done. Now for the Jets, God does not like ugly. That young kid, what's the boy name, bro? The boy that replaced him. I forgot. The one that slept with his mom, a girlfriend. Him. I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now. But boom. He still threw an interception. He's still being him. But God made the Jets have to rely on him. Zach Wilson. His name. Zach Wilson. Y'all was so happy to get Aaron Rodgers. Now he's hurt. Depending on the guy you drafted the first time. That's all I'm saying. Now, how will the Jets respond? Being they lost their I know that they only had one. you gotta hear me out, bro. Just hear me out. How will they respond? You heard Saul saying last night, we use this as fuel to win the game. You got 16 more games. And Zach Wilson is your quarterback. I'm going to be real. I'm not a big fan of Zach Wilson. But the way I was doing him was corny. Draft another quarterback. All right. I'm sorry. You go sign another quarterback. You give him a year and a half. You give him 1 full year. You give that man 1 full year. 1 full year. Well, we'll see what happens down the line. But let's move on, man. So some things you should keep off social media. Personal life, maybe your opinion on politics if you don't mind if you don't mind the backlash. Things of that nature. Your relationship status, family stuff. You ain't gonna go around and say, yeah, my cousin just. You're not gonna do that. That's just normal. Nevertheless, we found this couple. I found this on Instagram, man. My first time back on the gram in a month. So this young lady and this young man are on camera. For one, he barely speaks. Red flag. Okay. 2, she goes and say, I've been breastfeeding my husband or my man. I can't remember either one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She says, I've been breastfeeding my man since 2017. That's 6 years. Okay. So when that's 6, first of all, what freaky kinky stuff is this man on? We can't get past that. Man kinky. Freaky. He's freaky. It's the reason why they tell kids to hop off milk after 1 year old. You know, it's not needed. You have enough calcium. You have enough bone strength. Bone marrow. You feel what I'm saying? Then on top of that, right, she gonna say, the reason why I say you should keep it to yourself, because she gonna say she's the reason why she came out and told the world that I'm breastfeeding my husband or my man is because she want other people to understand it's okay. You're not the only one. Maybe it's a reason why you shouldn't be doing it, or it's a reason why you feel a little odd doing it. Okay. And And I got a little frustrated, bro, because he was backing her play. If he would have said, if he ain't say no stuff about other people, he just repeated what she said, bro. Other people might like it. That's exactly what he said. Now, if he would have said something like, man, I'm gonna be real, I'm a little kinky. I get into that. Nobody would have bothered him. Left him alone. I probably wouldn't even made a video about it, bro. I'm making 2 more about him soon, so you gonna see it somewhere. You gonna see him somewhere today. I promise that. But bro, let's move on. Who is this? Okay. Oh yeah. Before I move on, I would like to add, she led the whole interview segment, whatever you want to call it. He only said anything when she allowed him to. As a man that's supposed to be in a relationship, it's not a good sign. But hey, I'm not trying to judge anybody. I'm just saying what I saw. She leads the relationship. Obviously, she milking this nigga, bro. we can't ignore that, bro. She milking him, bro. That's her little baby, bro. That's her baby. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on, man. Let's move on. Steve Harvey has been in the news. Why has he been in the news? So apparently, so he's been married, I think, 4 times now, and his last marriage, his wife he's with now, his fans or maybe his haters have a problem because they feel as though his current wife was involved in his previous marriage maybe 15, 16 years ago. Now, he recently come out and say, no, his previous marriage, that was over during Kings of Comedy, but he didn't get divorced until 2005. Okay. Now, he says his current wife, my bad, y'all. She came in the picture 2007, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. If he says they got married in 2007, so you met her 2007 and married her same year, okay, maybe you fell in love at first sight. We'll move on. But my thing is, why are you trying to back it up, Harvey? They catching you in lies, Harvey. They catching you in lies. One time you said you met her in Hawaii. Now the next time you say you met her with a friend. Which one is it? I'm gonna be real. It don't matter to me. I mean, it don't matter to me. Why should we worry about who he's married to, or how many times he's been married? I'm just curious. Why should we ever care? I know he's a celebrity. You know, he Family Feud, Kings of Comedy. He all over the place. He had a radio show. But once again, why should we care? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. We put too much energy in things we don't need to worry about. Let's worry about what the person has done for the community instead of worrying about what they're doing in their bedroom. I'm just saying, it might benefit us it might benefit us a little bit more. You know, it might be a little bit more progress in our culture. Because our culture don't worry about nothing important. We gotta call it what it is. Call it what it is, bro. We worrying about Steve Harvey, his last marriage. Oh, you was cheating your last wife with her. So what? And then you say, well, he's supposed to be a role model and all that. Just don't watch him. If you didn't heard about what he did in his personal career, his personal life, just don't watch the brother, man. I promise you'll be okay. I promise. But I'm gonna move on though, man. I saw something in the media. It was a prison swap. Well, it's about to be one. Do y'all remember a couple months ago? the U.S. traded a person who sells weapons in exchange for the basketball player for the WNBA, Brianna Stewart, or Brianna, I can't think of her name, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Her, with the dreads. Well, she came home and cut her hair, whatever. All right, but yeah, and that was a crazy trade, right? That was a crazy trade, trading a ball player for a terrorist. I will always stand by that. I don't care if she black. I will always stand by that. Y'all tripping, y'all tripping, bro. But boom. Let me tell you what the U.S. just did today or yesterday. So it will be a 5-man trade. Okay, we're gonna get them 5 Iranians. They're gonna give us 5 Americans, and I think it's 1 British American in there. So, but it's still 5. It's still 5 and 5. Cool. You know what else Iran said that we need done? We need y'all to give us all that back sanction money. So you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna allow the bank to send $6 billion from Korea to Qatar in exchange for the 5 U.S. citizens. Now, if you don't remember, I will remind you, other than Russia, North Korea, Iran is the most sanctioned country in the world. Why? Because they're not in our sin. Their ideas don't align with ours. It's just simple as that. But somehow, some way, we have been backed in a corner where we must relinquish sanctioned money. Is America becoming a weak nation? Is the ideas of our president finally weighing in on our country? Because Biden is a weak sucker, if you ask me. I always said it, and I still say it. If Donald Trump was the president, Russia probably wouldn't have invaded Ukraine. No, not one bit. Even Obama, shoot, we can go back 8 years. Obama wanted all this smoke. He wasn't playing around. Here we have Biden. I'm about to start ranting a little bit. All he seems to worry about is their relationship with Ukraine. And I understand they have a nuclear weapon plant. I get it. They have a lot of oil. I get it. You don't want Russia to gain control of that, even though in Crimea they have gained control. But the Western media tell us that it's back and forth. Ukraine getting their ass whipped. Y'all remember? It was Ukraine's highly anticipated counter-offensive. From May until now, I guess. That's all I'm saying. But I'm gonna end off here, man. I hope we figure this thing out. I really do. We don't need war. It's war everywhere. Oh yeah, yo, pray for Morocco. I saw they lost 2,000 citizens and counting from an earthquake. Libya, 10,000 people lost their homes. 1,000 dead. Wow. Always remember to be humble, because it's I know you're going through stuff, but people over there are really going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can figure it out. It's ways for us to figure it out. Sometimes people are given no options at all. Always keep them in prayer. And bro, ain't nothing wrong with being nice, man. Nothing wrong with being nice. Smile, man. Smile. My name is Nimaj. It's the Billy Show, episode 10.